We're sorry that your GSS unit isn't working properly, but here are 4 problems that you could be facing and their solutions. Pause here and take a look at this list and figure out what section of the video you need to skip ahead to. If your dispenser is failing to dispense, it could be that you have incorrect air pressure. Verify that the settings for your air pressure are somewhere between 60 and 100 psi. It could also be that your material supply is not connected. To fix this one, just make sure everything's connected and turned on. It goes a long way. If your metering pin is not returning to its natural position, it could be a damaged metering pin or a damaged seal or a number of other things. So first, just check to make sure the metering pin doesn't look obviously damaged or any of the seals around it. If it doesn't, and you suspect that it's an internal seal that's damaged, just make sure you depressurize everything before disconnecting all the fittings and hardware. Then proceed to disassemble the components and inspect. If you find damage to any of those parts, you can replace them as needed with a repair kit. The simplest cause for inconsistent dispensing is incorrect air pressure. If this is the problem, verify that your air pressure is somewhere between 60 and 100 psi. If that isn't the issue, you may have some trapped air in the system. To fix this, you'll need to bleed the supply lines of your dispenser. To bleed your dispenser, open the bleed plug and let the air escape. Then go ahead and retighten it. Alternatively, it could be downstream restriction or slow flow. To test this, you can try removing the material line from the dispenser and making sure that everything is flowing properly. You can also check to make sure there is no obstruction within the supply line. If you find one, remove it. And to prevent it from happening again, you can increase the size of your supply line. If material is not flowing properly from the dispenser, disassemble, clean, and inspect the outlet check seal for damage, and replace it if you have to. Another possible issue is that your material supply pressure is too high. You'll know this is the issue if your dispenser oozes consistently. Your material supply shouldn't be more than 200 for grease or more than 50 for oil. Adjust the material supply pressure or install a pressure regulator to make sure the pressure is maintained. Check to see there's no damage to the outlet check seal or any of the internal seals. To fix this, depressurize your system before disconnecting everything. Then disassemble the components and fittings to check and see the condition of those seals. If you notice any damage, repair kits are available for all of our dispensers. Just call us or talk to your sales rep. It could also be that your material supply is not connected or that it's depleted. To fix this one, just make sure that everything is connected and turned on and that there's material in your thing. If there's no stuff in there, you don't want to put stuff back in there. Another issue that you might run into is fluid leaking from your dispenser. If this is the case, you're going to want to check the metering pin or the metering pin seal to make sure there's no obvious damage there. If it is damaged, you can replace all the faulty pieces with a repair kit. If you suspect that a seal is broken, first make sure you depressurize everything before disconnecting any fittings or hardware. Then go ahead and disassemble the components and check to make sure there's no obvious damage on any of the seals. Then you can replace all those parts using a repair kit, which is available for all of our dispensers. You just have to call us or contact your sales rep. If your stroke sensor isn't working properly, don't even worry. We made a whole video for that, and we'll put it right here. If you're still here, I'm wondering if maybe you have another problem that we haven't answered. If that's the case, you can call us at our service number. Otherwise, have fun dispensing.